Welcome. This is part 30 of my honest read of my heart release about God of the Alls. This part 30 was written at about 5:25 a.m. on March 13th, 2015. We'll be, as always, doing just a little bit of review, and then we'll go on to this part 30, which is just a little longer than some of the other parts. But according to my manual muscle testing measurements, I should keep this as one contained part. Arbitrary, but still within itself. I do recommend, because this is all one sentence, this whole heart release about God of the Alls, I recommend that you listen to it from the very beginning all the way through to the end. Yet, because freedom, independence, and liberty is so important within myself, within my physics, within the all of humanity, and within the all of our universal that is God, I recommend that you freely choose to do what you freely choose. Okay, a little review first. Life itself equates to freedom because life itself maintains freedom by life itself being life itself. Okay, and this begins part 30. Freedom, being freedom within human beings and humanity, equates to freedom of movement, association, speech, and many other freedoms that maintain freedom and the all, and including freedom of religion or spirituality, freedom from harm, hurt, control, manipulation, and death itself, and freedom of choice of the all or the everything. Pure truth, being pure truth within human beings and humanity, equates to pure truth that is freedom. Excuse me, let me start that again. Pure truth, being pure truth within human beings and humanity, equates to pure truth that freedom is freedom. Only if it is pure truth freedom within absolute freedom and whole pure truth. Within absolute pure truth and whole freedom. As pure truth that is not free pure truth is less than free pure truth and less than pure truth. And freedom that is not pure truth freedom is less than pure truth freedom and less than freedom. And including the pure truth of God and the everything, and the pure truth of the illusion of the everything, and the freedom of the all. Health, being health within human beings and humanity, equates to health that is freedom from disease, and health that is the all of health. As the all of health is health that is pure truth health, that is the freedom of health, and including healthy life by having healthy water, food, environments, climates, societies, governments, judicial systems, law enforcement systems, correctional systems, school and educational systems, business, financial, banking, and loan systems, support systems, and health care systems that are healthy within pure truth and freedom and the all of health as defined within this heart release about God of the alls. Strength, being strength within human beings and humanity, equates to strength that is freedom to move, act, speak, lift, run, walk, listen, cry, yell, laugh, love, and love some more. And strength of mind and body and heart and spirit and soul. And including strong love, strong family, strong community, strong communications, strong bridge building, and independence building, strong interconnections, strong strengthening of self, and all in freedom's name. Help, being help within human beings and humanity, equates to help that is freedom to help and be helped, to help oneself and to help others, and to be helped. And including helping oneself to help one's family, to help one's community, to help the all of freedom, to help one's community, to help one's family, to help oneself, maintain self, and to maintain freedom. Pleasure, being pleasure within human beings and humanity, equates to pleasure that is freedom to please as you please, to please and give pleasure to yourself and anyone else, you and they, pleasure and please within absolute freedom and whole pure truth, within absolute pure truth and whole freedom, and to pleasure oneself or others with looks, words, sounds, smells or scents, tastes or swallows, listening and hearing, physical contact, and sexual freedom, pure truth, health, as defined within this heart release about God of the alls, strength, help, pleasure, independence building, honesty, and life itself. And including sexual pleasure of any kind or type with any other human being who maintains pleasure with the physical sexual pleasure shared. I repeat, because this part's important. Honesty and life itself, and including sexual pleasure of any kind or type with any other human being who maintains pleasure with the physical sexual pleasure shared, and who shares the pleasure within the all's freedom, within absolute freedom and whole pure truth, within absolute pure truth and whole freedom. And without any illusion, falsehood, disease, weakness, harm, hurt, control, manipulation, or death itself, or any combination of the everything and the all, as defined within this heart release about God of the alls. And pleasures of taste, or food, or drink, or body. And pleasures of sound, or music, or singing, or nature, or your inner freedom of pleasure. And pleasures of smell and scent and fragrance and love in the air and morning dew and a smiling child, fragrant with the freedom of the all that is God, as defined within this heart release about God of the alls. And the fragrance of pleasure itself, and pleasures of sight and seeing beauty, is all and everything. As the everything teaches the lessons of seeing the everything of illusion and seeing the all of freedom clearly as foresight, internal vision, or intuition, and as the wink of a beloved's loving eye on the pure true sight of the vision of pleasure's freedom in sight, in sight. And pleasures of touch, both physical and conscious. Always both physical and conscious, or just consciously, physically touching. And touching the pleasures of the flesh. Being touched by the pleasures of flesh as is pleasurable. And being touched by the pleasures of the flesh as is pleasurably pleasurable, and pleasures the touch and feel and caress and lick and hold and hug and kiss and feel freedom's touch and pleasures of consciousness. I'm going to repeat just a little bit. Being touched by the pleasures of flesh, as is pleasurably pleasurable, and pleasures the touch and feel and caress and lick and hold and hug and kiss and feel freedom's touch and pleasures of consciousness, the expressive and receptive sixth sense of humanity that pleases human beings and humanity with consciously created ideas and enactments and pleasurable conscious manifestations that entangle quantum information instantly, always, everywhere, within the freedom pleasures of our maintaining self, universe all. Our conscious universe all of God consciousness, as defined within this heart release about God of the alls, pleasurable, conscious, freedom, and including pleasures of the all. Just a little bit of repeat. And including pleasures of the all. Maintaining the pleasure of true physical, unconditional love between human beings that are pleasurably by pleased sexual involved pleasures that please each and all, and that maintain the all of pleasure, that maintains the all of absolute freedom and whole pure truth for all involved within absolute pure truth and whole freedom and pleasure. Independence building, being independence building within human beings and humanity, equates to independence building that is freedom to independently build freedom, pure truth, health, strength, help, pleasure, independence building, honesty, and life itself, independently, as is your pleasure to enact, create, manifest, dream, inspire, compose, stage, choreograph, write, design, plan, or otherwise independently build pure truth of independence building freedom's pleasure. And independence building builds independence that is the all's freedom to independently be free, alone, in family, in alone, in family, and in community, and the all. And including freedom, independence, building that is healthy, pure truth, that strengthens, honest, pleasurable help, independent of any controlling everything's harm, hurt, control, manipulation, or death itself. Because within human beings and humanity, independence building is the all of freedom being held in return. Honesty. Being honesty within human beings and humanity equates to honesty that is freedom. Honest to God, as defined within this heart release about God of the alls. I'm going to repeat. Honesty being honesty within human beings and humanity equates to honesty that is freedom. Honest to God, as defined within this heart release about God of the alls. Honest to God, freedom. As any freedom less than honest freedom is the everything of the illusion of freedom. I'm going to repeat a little bit. Honest to God freedom. As any freedom less than honest freedom is the everything of the illusion of honest freedom. And so is honestly illusion. I'm going to repeat one more time. As any freedom less than honest freedom is the everything of the illusion of honest freedom, and so is honestly illusion. As any honesty that is less than free honesty is the everything of the illusion of honesty. Allowed in freedom's honest name and honesty. Truthfulness, being frank and matter of fact, as long as no harm, hurt, control, manipulation, or death itself are honestly only used to manipulate freedom and honesty into manipulation and illusion. And including honest freedom, honest pure truth, honest health, honest strength, honest help, honest pleasure, honest independence building, honest honesty, and honest life itself, honestly, within freedom, honest freedom. Let me read that last part one more time. Honest honesty that is honest life itself, honestly, within freedom, honest freedom. Life itself. Being life itself within human beings and humanity equates to life itself that is freedom. that is our maintaining self, universal, that is the all, that is life itself, that is God, that is life itself as freedom, as God, as defined within this heart release about God of the alls. And life itself that is living freedom, free will alive, breathing independence, free living life, still kicking, living it up in freedom's birth, and life itself's freedom, and including life itself that is the all, that is our maintaining self universal, that is freedom, that is God, that is life itself, as defined within this heart release about God of the alls, that is life itself, that is freedom! Freedom and pure truth and health and strength and help and pleasure and independence building and honesty and life itself within human beings and humanity and within the all, and the all that is freedom, and the all that is our maintaining self universal, and the all that is freedom, and the all that is God, and the all that is the all as defined within this heart release about God of the alls. Okay, this part starts parts 31. Human beings and humanity must always remain within absolute freedom and whole pure truth, within absolute pure truth and whole freedom. By always remaining human beings and humanity that maintain absolute freedom and whole pure truth, within absolute pure truth and whole freedom. Because human beings and humanity that non-maintain within the everything that must always be allowed within absolute freedom and whole pure truth, within absolute pure truth and whole freedom, non-maintain absolute freedom and whole pure truth within absolute freedom, within absolute pure truth and whole freedom. Okay, that does end the freedom, pure truth, health, strength, pleasure, independence, building, honesty, and life itself of the all of this section, or this part of this heart release about God of the alls. Freedom, maintaining, always more, forevermore, within us all. Blessings upon us all, upon this earth, upon the meek inherit humanity of earth. Blessings. Freedom. Maintaining.